everyone's college experience is different. What's up, world? Today I'm back and I have my best friend Arielle with me. So we're gonna give you guys some tips on surviving your freshman year, and we go to 2 different schools. I go to school in the West Coast
and I go to school in the East Coast.
So it's like 2 different cultures and experiences. So we kind of wanted to give you guys a little something. Get your biscuits, cause this is some tea. My first tip for you guys is don't take ATMs. You're a freshman. Don't do it to yourself.
Unless you have to. And don't even start with that, oh, I woke up for 6 a.m. for high school, blah, blah. It's not the same.
I pulled a bunch of all-nighters this year. Don't ask me how many ATMs I missed. It also depends. Like, maybe you're a morning person, so like if that's the case for you, try it. It's just not ideal. You're gonna be like hanging out with your friends super late and like doing all these cool things. Like, why ruin that by taking an ATM?
My first piece of advice is have a solid GPA your freshman year, because you're only gonna build up on your GPA, and it sucks to have a low GPA your freshman year and scramble to try to make it higher by retaking classes. College is about having fun and enjoying time with your friends, but make sure you don't forget about your GPA freshman year, because trust me, like, it sucks.
You want to be able to manage your grades. You don't want to be that person who's left behind dangling because you have a lower GPA than your friends, and then the year later you have to work super hard, you don't have any free time, and then they're all going to be hanging out, and FOMO is real, guys. So you're going to have hella FOMO from that.
Make sure you have a good foundation that you can build on.
Yeah. So my second piece of advice would be to be intentional with your friends. It's easy to latch onto like the first friends that you make.
You live with these people, like you're gonna latch on to each other.
Yeah, and you're going to be you're gonna rely on each other, because the reality is you're in this new environment, you're going away from home. So you're gonna want to be comfortable as soon as you can. Don't beat yourself up if a friendship or something changes over time. It's only natural.
You're gonna meet so many people. It's okay to let people go. My second piece of advice would be open to growth. Like, bro, I've met so many different people from different cultures and different backgrounds. Life is too short to just limit yourself to what you already know. So don't be afraid to like go out of your comfort zone, which brings me to my topic of networking. Networking is your best friend in college. Like, even though it's your freshman year, like, get your connections.
Can you see it? So my third piece of advice is get your shower shoes. Communal bathrooms?
I don't have a communal bathroom.
Okay, we get it. Because there's been some moments. You don't know who's doing what on that floor. Like, there's been some incidents where like people got caught in the shower doing the nasty. It's like you want to really go in the communal bathroom, but that's up to y'all.
I guess my next point is your mental health. Your mental health is so important, especially your freshman year. Full disclosure, I think I had like 3 panic attacks my first semester over one class, Chemistry 101. Anxiety is found a lot within freshmen. Just know where you can talk to someone and it's all right. It's full like non-disclosure. Is that the right word?
Full disclosure?
I don't know. They're not gonna tell anyone your stuff is what I mean to say. Just please, like, make time for yourself.
My 4th point, make sure you don't let people manipulate you. And that can be super hard to figure out who's manipulating you and who's not. You'll figure it out, you'll know. And there's that gut feeling inside when you know someone's manipulating you, but you decide to overlook it because either you want them to stick around or whatever the case may be. And that may be with someone romantic or not. If they're asking you for homework constantly and not really hanging out with you, or you're involved with someone romantically and they try to get you to do things for them, and then when you don't do it, they get super mad at you, and then when you do it, when you do it for them, they let you back into their life, and it's like all okay until they want you to do something else. Once a manipulator, always a manipulator. If you've been manipulated by that person and they constantly try to apologize to you for manipulating you, the apology is manipulation. It's easier than you Just make sure that you actually know this person, understand their character before you actually get involved with this person, no matter what capacity.
My next piece of advice, which is something I did, is don't overwhelm yourself with clubs and extracurriculars. I wasn't sleeping. I developed a nervous twitch in my left eye because I was so stressed. I decided to be a cheerleader my freshman year, and I realized that I was spending too much time at cheerleading and I wasn't spending enough time in the library, and that was my own fault. Like, I did not know how to time manage. I'm not saying like don't get involved your freshman year, because like that's not true. Like, get involved, like know your campus, but like if you're gonna make a solid commitment to something, make sure you have the proper time managing skills to do so.
I mean, I'm probably gonna piggyback off that for my next point, which is make time for yourself. People are always around you. I had to do this thing where one day I just stayed in my room and didn't contact anyone, like just one full day, or maybe it was half a day because I had class, but like I knew that I couldn't go out that night, and it was a Friday night, but I was just like, I'm going to stay in my room, and I'm just knocked out because I was just so happy, like alone. I was tired. When you're tired, nap. Honestly, naps are your best friend.
I have 13 alarms a day because I nap so much. I have 15-minute nap sessions, 30-minute nap sessions. I have a 7-minute nap alarm. Bro, don't go looking for love your first year of college. Like, listen to me, son. Like, if you find love in your first year of college and you marry that person, whoopity-doo-dah. Like, whoopity-scoop, scoopity-poop-whoop. Like, good for you. Test the waters. Don't have high expectations for your love life, because, like, they will be crushed. You don't know what people's intentions are. Like, you just met these people. Like, some people are really out here to get you and to play you. Like, you really don't know what's going on in people's minds. So please, like, take your time. Oh my goodness. Some people just come to college just looking to have sex, or just looking to jump into relationships that they're not ready for, or with people who are not ready. Be on the lookout. Just, you know, people watch, look, see what's going on. You never know what other people do in their time until you spot them, and you're just like, oh, is that what you do?
That's what you be doing? Have you ever heard of the breadcrumb effect?
Huh?
I just made that up right now. Like,
let's hear this.
So the breadcrumb effect, what I think it is, when kind of like a pigeon, you can't give the pigeon the whole bread, bro. You gotta give them crumbs at a time. You know what I mean? One step at a time. Jordan Sparks said it best. So
don't be afraid to explore your sexuality. Don't go out hurting people just because you're confused. I'm not saying that, okay?
My next point is allow yourself to be sad. Honestly, that's one thing I did not do in college. Make sure you cry. Crying is your best friend in college because you're away from home, so you're feeling all these feelings. There's new experiences that you're experiencing. You're gonna be sad at some point in time.
Fact.
Let yourself listen to some simp music and just cry, sis. I do that so much. Oh, were you catching my
no, there was a little something flying in the air.
I thought you were like, yes, sis! You just want to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, and don't pretend like you're okay when you're not, because that's just terrible.
Listen, everyone breaks down. Everyone cries in college. It's okay. Don't try to like be tough and hold your stuff in, because then you're just gonna blow up on people, and people are gonna be like, "Get away from me, you psychopath."
Yeah.
My next point is, please call your parents. Oh. Listen, if you're not on good terms with your parents, I'd hope there's someone who cares about you and your well-being at home. Call them. I once went 3 weeks without calling anyone in my house or in my family. They destroyed my butt. I didn't want to say the word. They destroyed me. Sometimes your parents can be annoying. Like, they'll call you every 5 seconds. They'll be like, where are you? How are you doing? Are you okay? Are you doing your work? And you just gotta be like, yes. Always make sure you stay in contact with everyone you want to stay in contact with.
My next point is start saving, sis. Because, wow.
You just want to blow your money in college. Like, let's do this. Let's go shopping. Like, no.
What happens if I run into someone that's selling nuts on the street and all their nuts fall? I have to pay them for the nuts I drop. You want to be able to pay them back. You never know. Accidents happen all the time. But yeah, start saving because you will thank yourself later. Our last point together is
take care of yourself sexually. If you are sexually active, what is it? Get tested every 3 months or every 6 months?
I think it's every 3.
Get tested every 3 months and use condoms and such. Just know what is available to you on your campus so you can stay as healthy and as informed as possible.
Just to piggyback off that, one thing that really, really irritates me about college, and it's slut shaming. It boils my blood because women don't take advantage of their options on campus because so many people are like, oh, your body count is 5?
For people who don't know what body count is, it's how many people you've had sex with.
How did
Society already puts a double standard on men and women for their sexual life and sexual activities.
So don't make it worse by pressuring another girl or pressuring another guy to be sexually active or to not be sexually active.
Honestly.
Body counts do not matter, in my opinion.
It really doesn't.
If no one had said anything to me about body counts when I got into college, I would have had my fair share of fun. Made me latch onto a single person who I shouldn't have latched onto. Don't let that be you, because at the end of the day, if you're afraid to have those sexual experiences with other people because you don't want to be known as the person who sleeps around, do it on the low. It's your body.
And if other people find out, tough cookies, okay? Don't let what people say, like, get to your head. Like, unless, like, I don't know, unless it's, like, ruining your life or something.
The reality is the only person that will really know your body count is you.
And for my virgins out there, listen, losing your virginity is not all that. Like, a lot of people come to college and they're like, oh my God, I used to lose my virginity by my freshman year. I was like, duh. If you want it to be a special time for yourself, then wait and make it a special time. Like, it's not that serious. Don't be pressed about it. Consent!
If you've been drinking, don't have sex. Don't do it because it's kind of a gray area and you don't want to be in a situation where you're not sure if you really wanted to do it at the moment. Consent is also not just a one-time thing. It's a constant thing.
Yeah.
You kind of have to ask almost every time and make sure that you're both okay with what's going on.
Yeah.
You could say, is this okay? Or things like that to just lighten up the mood, but you're still getting the point across. On that note, stay safe. Don't have babies.
Unless you want to have children, I guess.